Hello again, Mr. President. Yeah, it's me, Bradley Bolden, Sergeant First Class. I'm the one that made that video back in March, uh, pretty much insulting you, pretty much, I don't want to say pleading with you. It wasn't. I was just trying to get you to understand what we're going through here. I was just trying to get you to address this, fix this. You know? But obviously that hasn't worked because there are many stories that's surfacing and investigations that's justifying everything I said prior. And many, many more of us out here left to die by people you are paying big time money to. You know, I'm from Michigan, so I remember the stories of Dr. Jack Kevorkian. You know, he got put away for helping people who wanted to die humanely. You give them bonuses to people who are trying to kill us and torture us and bully us and laugh at us and are so proud of it. You know, I intended to come out this time. I intended to come out a little sooner, you know, going through the evidence I have and going through the names of the people who did what, how they ignored all the damage that's wrong with me. But things have happened in that time frame that I see that does no good. I am finally hooked up with the group on Facebook, VA is Lying, and I'm not alone. This, what you're doing to us, I'll put it this way, if some other country was doing this, you and all of Congress will be on TV calling them out, saying they're violating human rights and this is how they're treating their people, or trying to send us to fight. But yet, it's happening here at home. You're doing this. I've touched on a few things during my first video, and you know, I know it didn't quite elaborate on things, but a lot of those things I've touched on have emerged now, and they're being reported, not by the major news network. I knew that. You know, nobody's out there protesting, saying, I'm Sergeant Bolden, something like that. Not that. You see, because when I first did that video, two things I knew. Hardcore Obama supporters, pretty much black people. I hate to do that, but majority, a lot of Obama supporters would hate me for doing what I've done. And that's true. My whole family does. But this is me. You know? This is the situation I'm in, and I'm trying to fight out of. You know, I try to explain to them, you know, you trap a cat, domestic cat, and trap it in a corner. The cat doesn't care if it's 10 people, 50 people. That cat doesn't care what color you are, what size you are, how rich or poor you are. That cat's not going to lay down in that corner and put his hands over, paws over his eye. That cat's going to hunch up, launch out, and scratch and claw his way out of that damn corner. And this is what I'm doing, and this is what thousands of others are starting to do now. And it's a damn shame that is what we have to do. And still, you don't hear us. You don't see us. I mean, I try to make this video, the first one, I wanted you to see that emotion of somebody who has to go through this, who never saw it coming, who only thought, oh, I live my life the best way I can with my medical care. And then I found out there is none. And then I found out there's no one to make them give me care. All your investigations, all your crying in Congress and calling you out and everything else, it's just a show. Because none of them step forward. I didn't understand certain things in my life. These past 5 years, I pretty much had to go through a lot of them. I didn't understand bullying. I never was one, but of course I already ran across a few, but bullying to the point of killing myself. Losing all hope, as to the point where you're thinking about physically going after people. I never really understood those things. Sure, I've had the moments where I wanted to punch the hell out of somebody, but actually hunt down people and shoot them, something like that. I've had those thoughts. I accepted, like I said before, dying at someone else's hands, whether it's war, whether it's just wearing his uniform, whether it's being out on the street nowadays. I can accept that. I was okay, I guess, with that. But to be pushed to the point where you're going to kill yourself or somebody else, and then yourself, maybe. That is a terrible, terrible place to be in. I didn't understand it, but I understand it now. And somehow I came out of it. Somehow I dug and fought my way out of it. And it was more of me realizing I have to do this fight. When I started, I didn't know what direction I would go, if someone would help me. So I did the video. Started watching the video a little times, and I'll tell you, I watched it maybe 4 or 5 times, and each and every time I cried, I got angry, I got frustrated, and I lost hope. But something happened. I started feeling better inside. And then I went and I had these signs made. And I got my butt up and I went outside the Tampa VA to start protesting, holding these signs. And I tell you, it was scary. It really was. I didn't know what would happen. I would get ran out of there by the VA police or anything like that. Or people would flip me off, or nobody would notice. And after the first about 4 or 5 minutes I was out there, the traffic light stopped, so the people saw me standing there with my sign. And the next thing I know, I hear, beep, beep, you get him, beep, beep, all right. And that would be the first time since this mess has started that I said, oh, there is hope. And I stood on that corner and I started crying. That's just the way they are. I just, it overwhelmed me just to get those little horn blows and thumbs ups. I intended to come here, this next video, blasting everyone, showing my records, showing the evidence, showing the names, and what they, all the things that they did to hide what's going on with me. But I also met up with the VA's Lion group on Facebook and found out I'm not alone. There's thousands of us out here. And to hear the stories, everyone thinks they have the worst story. And it's not. Everyone thinks they have the most evidence. And it's not. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to the VA. It doesn't matter to Congress. It doesn't matter to you. So where do we go? What do we do? You know, you're going to be pissed, or others are pissed again that I'm making these videos, and you know, people trying to label the VA's Lion group as some kind of organizational terror group. We're fighting for our lives. And for what we're doing, for what I'm doing, that is amazing. Because it could be a whole lot worse and a whole lot more violent. You know, I can talk about that now because, like I said, somehow I've gotten past it. People will say, "Oh, that's God did that," or you know, this is your destiny," or whatever. I don't know. But all I know is standing up for myself, standing with others, and standing for others has helped me get through this. Now, oh, by the way, I also had to get this made here. Don't know if you can see this here, my t-shirt. Dishonored Veteran, this is our thanks. That was my own idea. You don't want to see the back, but the sign pretty much tells you the same thing. But it's changed. It's not saying poor me. It's saying we're coming. We're fighting. We're fighting for each other. And we're fighting against you. And when I say you, I mean the same you that foreign governments have issues with, that don't trust you. The same government that homeland and foreign terror groups, I guess, have with you and don't trust you. But isn't that a shame? Isn't that a shame that the veterans, U.S. Army veterans of all branches of service, active duty, part-time, whatever, don't trust the government either? That's scary for me to think that. I mean, like I said, you can come after us and leave for making this video or whatever you want to do. That's fine. You see, I'm not the threat to you. You guys are the threat to us and this country. You see, because people like me and voices like mine and videos and Facebook postings, all this anti-government stuff that you're forcing us to do in order to be heard, those groups are seeing it. You think they're probably not going to use these videos or anything else as a recruiting tool? But you guys will blame us for that. Oh, we're out there because you have turned your back on us. Yeah. Science says it. You're still hiding. But we're not done. we're not quitting. You know, with the injuries I have, it's just so complicated. The doctors that actually did give a shit or do, they're amazed that I'm walking, that I'm living on my own the best I can. I mean, it's not perfect. I have to adjust to a lot of things, but I'm doing it. And it's that determination that's gotten me here. It's that belief that I'm supposed to be doing this. I am functioning for a reason. The thinking, it's getting clearer and clearer. Each time I do this, which is a surprise, because I know the neurological damage has affected me. You know, like I said, I have to concentrate walking and standing up. But I'm meant to be here. Unfortunately for you, I know that. Unfortunately for you, I believe it. I cannot put it any other way. And while I'm not a religious person, so people don't try to get me coming into your church to speak, that's just not me. I do believe in God. And once I started listening to God and got off my butt and stopped waiting for your help or anyone else's, I started feeling better. My mind became clearer. There's something about being pushed to that point that you're about to impact some lives, and coming out of it is life changing. I have that. You know, I kept telling people that all this time since 2010 when I was at Fort Bragg, and I would hear the soldiers' stories about how their TBI and PTSD is being diagnosed as stress. And I'm thinking, oh, well, I've fought for soldiers my whole career, and it's time for me to, retire and chill out, get taken care of, and take care of myself physically. And there's no way they're going to list my stuff as stress, not spinal cord injuries, not vision and TBI and all this stuff. No. But they did. And I told them, okay, this is my fight. I'm meant to do this. And I ignored it. And I went down so bad into a hole. But now I'm back. And as I keep on this fight, as I keep speaking out, I grow more and more hopeful for all of us out here that's fighting and struggling. My most miserable times or most angry times at people when they were trying to tell me, well, just go this way and just do this or just wait or that's the system. It just drove me crazy. See, I'm trying to keep off the F word this time. And it just tore me down. And so I had to ignore it. And then the last time, just before I made this signs and decided I'm going out there, one of my buddies called me and said the same old crap again. Try this, and I'm frustrated because I've been trying everything. So after talking to him, after feeling frustrated, I can hear God, my God, talking to me, mine. Because you people out here, you want to say God or whatever else, and yet you're out here killing us and letting us die and anything else. So I was just say mine. My God picked me up, and I told him, and sure enough, I said, I'm going to do this fight. This is who I am. That's what I told the guy on the phone too. This is who I am. And it wasn't 10 minutes after that I sat down to watch a movie, and it was a Denzel movie, The Equalizer. And the words came up, and I had to pause it because of my reading, even though it's just a few lines, couple lines and a few words. My vision is so jacked up, I lose focus on words. They blur, they move, they fade in and out. So I had to pause it to see it. And it hit me. It was a quote from Mark Twain. And I may have it a little bit wrong, but it pretty much said this: the two most important events in your life are the day you were born and the day you realize why. That spoke to me unbelievable. It gave me unbelievable strength. And so I got off my ass and I started standing in the face, because I know that's who I am. And I'm going to continue to do this. There's there's no chance that I'm going to back down. There's no chance that I'm going to compromise. Because what you people are doing to us, that's got to be some kind of terrorism, torture. And I don't compromise with terrorists. I won't compromise with Congress. I won't compromise with people from the VA. I won't compromise with you, sir. This needs to stop. And I think you got a little confused, if you did, or your people saw my last video and I ended up asking what you're going to do. I'm not waiting on you. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to take my little weak ass legs out there, my shaky body, and I'm going to be in your face. I'm going to be in everyone's face. I'm going to keep fighting. We are going to keep fighting. So, you can keep running from me. You can keep hiding from us. But eventually, Mr. President, you're going to have to answer for this too. You know, I don't mean that physically harm. I mean, hell, you know what I mean. You're going to have to account why the hell you would let your own people get slaughtered and tortured and murdered and neglected. Yeah, you better push for peace for everywhere in this world. And these idiots in Congress pushing for wars now. If I have any impact on that, you're not going to have any military to fight with. You know, they're like the guy you're going to fight, and he says, you know, what? I'm from New York, or I'm from Detroit. That's what they're like. You know, and it's like, I've had people do that to me, and I'm looking at them like, well, unless Detroit is behind you, you're about to get an ass whooping. Hell, and even if Detroit was behind them, I'm still going to hit the hell out of them and try to knock them out and run. So at least they're not going to see what happens to me. Now, I'm not some kind of internet bully or some kind of raw courage person or behind the scenes courage, things like that. I am who I am. And I am one of the many that you're going to have to deal with in the future. Next president, Congress, whoever. So I'm not going to end this video, like I said, with a question for you. But simply this, Miss President, we need help. We need this fixed. Stop hiding. Thank you.